this is Nina Perlove, and today I would like to talk about some of the fingerings in the third movement of the Ibert Concerto. And most importantly, people often have questions about how to do the tremolo passages. So I thought it might be helpful in a video if I could just show you close up how I do some of those fingerings. So we're going to start, this is a few measures before rehearsal 44. And you're getting into this passage. And the first tremolo is the B to G. It is helpful, by the way, to take out your score while you watch this video so you know what I'm talking about. The B to G is just regular fingering, so you're playing from a B to a G. And so you're wiggling what I call in my system of fingering my left hand, second and third fingers, because I do 1, 2, 3, thumb, and then I call the pinky 4. I think in Europe they sometimes use a different system. 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb. And then I call this right hand 1, 2, 3, and pinky. So, B to G. Then, for the C to A flat, you play a true C, then a true A flat, then what you wiggle is your left hand, second finger, and thumb at the same time. So there's my thumb wiggling and my second finger. Then C sharp to A, again I play a C sharp, followed by an A, and then I wiggle my first finger and my thumb on the left hand. The next tremolo is a little more tricky. I start by playing the D, and this is a tremolo going from the D to the B flat. I start by playing the D. Then I finger a G with left 1, 2, 3 thumb. And I wiggle in the right hand 1, 2, 3. So I start with a D, play a G overblown, and wiggle these. So you get. Then you play the E flat and a C natural, but you wiggle both trill keys. So the regular fingering E flat, then the C flat, wiggling both trill keys. Then you just play the C natural by lifting up the thumb, but keep trilling the 2 trill keys. So it's, all I changed was the thumb. Then you're going to the E flat to the D flat tremolo. So all you do is keep trilling the 2 trill keys, and now just pick up your first finger here, which is a D flat fingering. So coming into that, starting from the E flat to C flat. And for the last one, you then finger a D, a regular high D fingering, which is left, 2, 3 thumb. But instead of trilling both trill keys, you'll now just trill the second trill key. So it should sound like this, going from the passage with the E flats. Now I'll do it where you can see my fingers a little bit closer. Okay, now I'm just having fun. So now the next section with tremolos is after 49, and the G to B sharp is just going to be the regular G to B sharp back and forth fingerings. So from a B to a G sharp, wiggling 2, 3, 4. Then C to A, same thing, just from a C to an A. C sharp to A sharp. I use my thumb B flat. Actually, no, I wasn't even using my thumb B flat. I'm just holding this down here, the right hand one. And again, we have one of these overblown tremolos where we have play the D, then you're going to finger that G fingering, and then tremolo your right hand 1 and 2, like that. So then for the E flat to C, you play the E flat, then the C, and then you wiggle both trill keys. And all together it sounds like this. The last section of Tremelo Fingerings starts with C to A flat. I play a C, then a real A flat. Then I wiggle my left second finger and thumb. Then C sharp to A natural. You're going to play a C sharp and an A, and then wiggle your left one and your thumb. You probably should be writing all of this down while I make this video because it will be hard to remember. Then the D to the B flat is one that we saw in a previous passage. Again, you're going to finger the D, then use the G fingering and wiggle your right hand 1 and 2. Then the D sharp to B, you're going to finger a D sharp, a B, then you're going to wiggle both trill keys. And then again, you're going to keep, as you move through the passage, you're going to keep moving both trill keys. You're just going to lift up the thumb to go to the B sharp. See my thumb there? Hello. And then you're going to continue doing both trill keys. For the C sharp, lift the first finger. So you're going to have for the E to D, you're going to then play E and a D and wiggle the left hand third finger. Then E to D sharp, finger the E, then the D sharp, and wiggle the left hand third and fourth. Those two. So it's... Now some of you may be noticing that I'm not playing on my regular flute, my 14 karat gold Sankyo flute today. And you're very observant if you notice that. This is not my flute. This is a flute that I am borrowing from my friend Miles Davis at Miles Ahead Music. And this is also a Sankyo flute. This is a silver flute, and this is actually a used instrument that Miles overhauled and he is now selling, and he gave it to me to try it and tell him what I think of it, and actually I think it sounds great and I've really been enjoying playing it. This is what they call an artist model flute, but what's kind of cool and the reason why I really wanted to try this flute is because Miles put in these gold pads in this flute. I don't think you'll be able to tell anything by looking at the camera, but if I try to tilt it up, there's a little different color to them. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about these gold pads, and I had never played on a flute that had them, so I was really excited when he said that I could borrow this one for a while. And I'm actually not an expert on how they're gold or why they're gold or if that's better and works, so if you have questions about that, I will direct you to Miles Davis at Miles Ahead Music, and I'm sure he will be happy to answer your questions about that in a much more detailed, technical manner than I can. For me, I'm just enjoying playing on the flute, and the flute is responding really nicely and sounding great, so that may have something to do with the pads, or it may just be that it's a beautiful instrument to begin with. Anyway, if you are interested in learning more about this flute, which Miles has for sale, please don't contact me because I'm not selling this flute. I'm not involved at all in the sale of it, but you can contact Miles and I'm sure he would be happy to tell you more information about it. So, have a great day. Good luck working on your Ibert Concerto.